How about that school song, folks? It sure fired up all of us, and I got a little emotional, by the way, so bear with me. It's good to relive our past Don Bosco days, and I guess you're already seated, so I'll skip that part of it. And by the way, my name is Dharma from the first graduating class of 1962. Thank you. So I wasn't sure how I was going to address you Bosconians or D-Bites or whatever, and Ravi had something else too. In any event, as the convener of this event, and importantly as one of the gang of 11 rabble-rousers of the very first matriculating class of 62, it is my absolute honor and privilege to welcome you all to the first DB school-wide overseas past pupils get-together. And I guess at the risk of overusing quote-unquote the word first, I was reminded by someone outside that I was the first Don Bosco Egmore alum to hoist our school flag on a US university going back to 1969. And they say the rest is history. I guess we are what, 1,500 strong in the US, right? Okay. This is truly a dream come true event for me and my erstwhile buddy, Ravi Rao of 66 years. Ravi, please. And he helped me nurture this endeavor. And lo and behold, wonders never cease, right? And we were thrilled to be joined by a third member of our class of 62. And I was the first registrant, and he was the last registrant. And Partha, where you at? I'm glad you could make it, man. I suppose as a proud alumni of Don Bosco High, Egmore, Madras, the city upon the proud mighty Coom, I consider this gathering to be more than just a reunion. It's an occasion to celebrate and relive the shared values and experiences that shaped us during our formative stages at school. Values such as integrity, compassion, and excellence in various endeavors that were nurtured, and must I add, supplemented with healthy doses of wax to our behind and of course our knuckles. And of course, I'm going to say especially those truants assembled here. The power of connection is magical. Each person in this room has a unique story that adds to the rich tapestry of the alumni community. And needless to say, each batch contributes its own flavor. With so many different eras gathered here, you could say that we have everything from vinyl records, and I remember the Beatles were very popular, to the Spotify playlist in this room. Another fleeting thought that crossed my mind was the realization that each matriculate, not sure what they call them these days, has embarked on a unique path to achieving personal and professional milestones. I look around the room, have read several of your bios and followed many more on social media, And I really feel thrilled to be amongst folks who have become leaders in their fields and brought pride to our alma mater. The founders of our school and the teachers deserve a special thank you for laying the foundation and for helping make us what we are. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. They deserve to. I give a big shout out to each of you and some of your spouses for showing up and representing 6 decades of stories, laughter, and camaraderie. An event like this doesn't just happen by itself, even though some would like to believe that the Bosconians can pull off anything. And a huge round of applause is in order for some of our heavy-hitting sponsors, and you'll get to see them in a while. Thank you, guys. They indeed threw a lifeline or two, and without whom this get-together would have remained just a WhatsApp group dream. And thank you for making this event as grand as it is. Let me next recognize the members of the 3-man organizing team, the real backbone of this DB Converge 2024. First, our ever enthusiastic, hard-driving, superhuman Sujit Tarakan. Where is Sujit? Another round of applause for him. Stand up, please. Stand up. He is, by the way, a very detail-oriented and resourceful individual who was available anytime and from anywhere, be it fighting traffic in Madras. By the way, excuse me because I use Madras, I'm used to that. Okay. So, whether we was fighting traffic in Madras, attending a concert, would you believe that? Eating at a restaurant or even playing tennis. You name it. He was a rallying force and helped ensure that my information needs were fulfilled to meet the timelines, even when it felt like herding cats. Thank you, Sujit. I'm a real big fan of yours. And then, the man from the land north of our border, Ravinder Rao. As for him, between sips of his favorite libation, he found the time to script communication material that would have made our late master, Sir Selva, not think twice about giving him C+ grade. And Sujit would certainly agree that he kept the two of us honest. Thanks, pal, and the next bud is on me. And definitely I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the great support provided at the operations level in Dallas by Padmanabhan, aka Paddy. Paddy, where are you at? Thank you much. And our ever popular Rex Anand. Come on. Thanks to their acumen and negotiating skills, we landed up in this real beautiful facility. You all agree, right? Absolutely. Thank you, Rex. Okay, allow me to digress a bit. And as you would appreciate, a talk is incomplete without some cartoons thrown up on the screen. Where's our... அது அங்கே வரல. There you go. So this starter slide is attributed to a famous cowboy and actor from Oklahoma, Will Rogers. I'm sure some of the Okie guys would probably recognize his name, and there's an airport named after him too, who is known for his sage advice, by the way. But we won't take his quote, don't let yesterday use up too much of today. As the saying goes, as a group here, do what you have to do so you can do what you want to do. Just have fun, guys. A true tongue twister, but to help you along, what I'm going to do is unpack some of the DNA of the attendees so that you can appreciate the diversity in the room. எங்க பாயிண்ட் பண்ணணும்? போல down button, huh? Okay. There we go. So we have graduates from different decades, like 3 from our class of 1962, who may have had to walk uphill both ways to school, while dodging a few cows to the more recent ones who had smartphone in their hands before they could even spell alumni. Pun intended, Sasha Mohan, the Papa Monsters from the class of 2014. Where is he at? Hey Sasha, keep that flag flying high, okay? The batch of, I left a blank there at Sujit's advice, has the highest representation, and I was searching for an answer, honestly. You're taking any bids on that? No?
Accepting offers.
Yeah, I will accept offers. And maybe you'll be required to stand up on the table and dance too. What do you say?
As of the age is 69.
I'm getting to that now. So my only analysis was they probably brought their excess, within parentheses, excess used energy from their school days with them. Nonetheless, they deserve a round of applause, whoever they might be. They'll know it in short order. You can see the distribution by other batches. Unfortunately, this was all put together a few days back, and I was overworked. I couldn't get to those numbers. And to the brave souls from the class of 69 who decided to show up fashionably, what can I say? Your banter on WhatsApp, the last few days reliving your past, has been lively. However, your timing may be off, but your charm is still spot on. Okay, in terms of demographics, I originally planned on having a pie chart, but I sort of lost my touch with the use of PowerPoint, so I couldn't put the pie chart together. The US is well represented, okay, as you all know. And then, of course, I don't have to refer to the lone Canadian who wandered down to the uncharted territories of the cowboy land. And there was this radio message, by the way. I don't know who tuned into today's radio program. And it said, "Mayday, Mayday, the Indians have landed from Madras." And I'd like for us to give a round of applause to the following guys. I guess he's in the crowd here. Who has traveled the farthest from down under? Hello, is he here? No? Okay, afternoon session, probably. Maybe he's still getting on the time zone change. And then there was this alumni from the UAE who sort of descended on us from the tallest building in the world. Is he in attendance here, or is he sleeping? Okay, two of them. 2 strikes against me, guys. Okay, this is just to spice things. So this is something to spice things up for us. Sujit dreamed up these stats for a polo sizes from the photo shoot. Looks like we have to use AI to figure out how we get back into shape. And finally, speaking of AI, which is turning the world on its head, this little clip will help put some spark into our lives and help us walk back in time. Hello? Hello? And the movie. Na press panma adu. Volume. One.
Oh yeah? What's the problem? Yeah, well, my BlackBerry is not working. What's the matter? Run out of juice? Oh no, it's completely frozen. Oh yeah, I can see that. I'll tell you what, let's try it on orange. That's got a few black spots, you see. Oh dear, yeah, sorry about that. Well then I knew to get my BlackBerry working. Well, could be an application issue. But where do you store that BlackBerry? It's on my desktop. Well, you could try using a mouse to drag the BlackBerry to the trash. And after you've done that, you might want to launch the BlackBerry for the desktop. Well, I've already tried that a few times. I mean, all it did was mess up Windows. Well, it might be worth waiting a couple of weeks. They've got the latest BlackBerries coming in then. Could you give me a date? Certainly. Let me put that date in my diary. Anything else I can help you with? Yes, I've also got a problem, to be honest, with my apple. Oh dear, that is an old apple, isn't it? When did you buy that? Last week. Last week? Oh, they brought out 2 new apples since then. What's the problem with it? Well, I've tried to put my dongle in it. It won't fit. Oh, yeah. And how big's your dongle? I don't know much about these things, but my wife's seen a few dongles in the time. She says a little bit on the small side. I thought there's not a lot I can do tried booting him. He scratched. Anything else I can help you with? Well, funny enough, yes, my grandson's birthday soon, you see. Now, it's already got an apple and a blackberry. I mean, have you got anything else he might just like? Oh, we're doing a special offer on these. I mean, I can't make head or tail of them. The kids seem to like them. Xbox. 360.
So, as the title reads, are we there yet or still in the now too? I can't read. How to wire computers? You guys figure out, because AI is taking over, right? So let me finish by stating that we have planned an action-packed 2 days for you that Ravi will be talking about shortly, filled with reunions, laughter, entertainment, and some healthy competition. Because what's a Bosconian event without a little rivalry? Have an enjoyable stay, and once more, a hearty welcome to you all. Thank you, folks.